The NNSCRA Offline and Online Racing as Best presents Speed World.
Stop number 7 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to North Wilkesboro Speedway, North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, as we're here today for the running of the first Union 400 as we're set for 60 laps of action on this .625 mile racetrack located in the beautiful brushy mountains of Wilkes County, North Carolina. As we have here, as we have the second of 3 short track races on the season, in a row, I should say, here, and see if this race will be see this race will be a wreckfest like the last race on the Tour of Bristol, or a good solid clean one. We'll see what happens here. On the pole is Dylan Young in car number 2. The Miller Genuine Draft 40s alongside number 40. That is Sean Galligan in the Kendall Motor Old Pontiac, car number 40. Second row is Seth Cole in car number 11. The Lowe's Home Improvement Ford. And number 18, that is Nathan Orman, the Interstate Battery Chevrolet. Next row down, row number 3 has Colin Cropley in 25, the winner this season at Richmond. He's alongside Keith Batson in car number 28, Texaco Haviland Ford. Row number 4 has car 43, that is Matt McIntyre, the STP Pontiac in number 15. That is Alex Miller in the Quality Care Ford. Next row down is car number 19, that is Carson Gum, the Hell Source Ford, and number 4, Eric Monaco in the Kodak Film Chevrolet. Next row down is number 26, that is Daniel Voiles, the man who nearly won at Bristol the last race in the Tour. Quaker State Ford, car number 26. He's alongside number 81, Salmon Oscon, in the TIC Financial Systems Ford. Next row down has the classic Earnhardt versus Gordon row here. Cole Deaver in car number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. And number 24, the Jeff Gordon cars of Caleb Fogler, the DuPont Automotive Finishes Chevrolet. Fogler won the season at Atlanta. He also won the last time he was here at North Wilkesboro. Next row down is car 41. That is Sarah Eisner in the Kodiak Chevrolet. And alongside number 37, James Henry, who's been on a tear as of late in the number 37 Kmart Little Caesars Ford. Next row down is Kyle Sestre in car number 12, the main and tail straight Aero Ford, and number 23, the winner at Bristol, the last race in the Tour, Eric Sadler in the Smokin' Joe's Ford. Next row down is number 8, the winner of the season in the Daytona 500, Joshua Osborne, and beside him will be car number 29, that is Max Anderson in the Meineke Muffler Chevrolet. Next row down is car number 1, Trent Dunham in the Skull Classic Ford, and beside him, number 31, Raphael Leduc in the Hardee's Chevrolet. Next row down is number 30, Pennzoil Pontiac of the defending race winner, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 71, Hiccup Bush. Next row down is number 6, is Nathan Hudson in the Valvoline Ford, and number 94, the McDonald's Thunderbird, Jessica Shelton. Next row down is number 22, Dylan Poteet, and number 77, Laura Chung. Then it's number 16, Ali Liara, the Family Channel Ford. And number 9, Emmanuel Hartnett in the Spam Mailing Performance Ford. Next row down is number 17. That is Mitchell Hodak in the Western Auto Chevrolet. And Quentin Moore, car 21, the Citgo Ford. Next row down is Kat Batson in car number 88, the Texaco Haviland Ford. They finished second at Darlington this season. And beside her will be car number 5, Phil Parker, in the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Next row down is number 10. That is Michael Turner in the Tide Ford. And beside him will be number 7, Alexander Rowe, the Exide Batteries Chevrolet. Or Exide Batteries Ford, excuse me. Next row down is Connor Breeden in number 98, the RCA Ford. And the Factory Source of America Ford, car number 75 of Casey Hoyt. Next row down is car 42, Kyle Matthews. 2-time winner so far this season. He won at Rockingham and Darlington. He's in the Coors Light Pontiac car 42. And next row down has number 90 as Jeff Leinbach, the Heilig-Meyer Stores Ford. And starting shotgun in the field in car 33 is Reggie Fogelman, the Skull Bandit Chevrolet. And the Burger King Chevrolet car 87 of Christian Bracken has the outside. So that is your starting lineup. All 42 cars set to go for 60 laps of racing, or mayhem, or whatever you want to call it, at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Here comes the command to fire the engines for today's first Union 400. That's a way to get a race going right here. The command's been given for the engines. Pace car leads field around the pace lap. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Pace car ducks off on the pit road, getting ready for a green flag here. The last season's race, Dylan Young had a problem on the start right here after starting from the pole at last season's event here and had missed a gear and something went wrong and couldn't quite recover. See what happens this time. Green flag flies. The first Union 400 is on. Young and Galligan side by side in turn number 3 now. And Dylan Young apparently is going to lead the first lap here this time at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Galligan is in second position. Nathan Ormond trying to take second place away. Ormond down the low side of the racetrack here. The number 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet alongside with the 28 car of Keith Batson, the Texaco Haviland board. And somebody's on pit road here. I don't know who that is right there. Well, I thought I saw somebody on pit road. It was just a pace car right there. But anyway, it's still Dylan Young, the leader of the event. Here's the front 4 cars that broke away to the 5th place car trying to close up right there. A battle for 5th, actually, for going on between Colin Cropley in 25 and the 43 car of Matt McIntyre. Side by side, Matt in the low side, Colin on the high side, and he's got Carson Gunn behind him in car 19. Inside now, and now Cole Deaver goes to the low side, car number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. On the low side of the racetrack here, he's got Daniel Voiles behind him now in car 26, or after getting past. And Daniel Voiles has one of our 3 in-car cameras into this event here. So you're on board with Daniel in car 26, the Quaker State Ford. Alex Miller goes by him. Miller goes by him, and that's Sarah Eisner, I believe, in car 41, who's getting ready to pass Daniel as she goes to the low side now. That was for 10th position, so Sarah up to the as making her way up to the field nicely. Voiles getting freight train now. He's gonna have a mirror full of Trent Dunham and Joshua Osborne. And somebody on pit road, it looks like Caleb Fogler in car 24, the winner at Atlanta this season. And there is Fogler on pit road as the DuPont. As the Rainbow Warriors go to work on the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet, and now Keith Batson goes to second position. Batson grew up on the short tracks. He actually raced a little bit on the short tracks in his home track of Oxford Speedway in Oxford, Maine, where Keith is originally from, or actually still lives there, I should say. He actually lives in Maine, actually, but I'm not sure if it's near Oxford or not. And whoa! Orman gets off the wall, come off turn number 2. He loses second position to Sean Galligan. And Batson's going to go to the low side now as they come out the 4th turn. Dylan Young continues to lead the event. Been a long time since Dylan Young's won a race right now. As you see, Cole Deaver has already gotten by Alex Miller. Now he course up on the 25 car, Colin Cropley. Colin having a solid season start to the season so far. And Bristol, of course, was one to forget for Colin, obviously, but he has a win, that, as I said, that came at Richmond, the 3rd race of the season. Also also had recorded a top 5 at Atlanta and a top 5 at Darlington, so Colin having a decent start to the season so far. Yellow flag flies for the first time here today. And got a crash right there. That's Casey Hoyt, Reggie Fogelman, and Alexander Rowe have all crashed out into turn 3. So yellow flag flying for the first time on the 12th lap of the event. take a look as to what happened right here. It seems like there are 3 wide all over the place right there. As Liara gets off the wall, turn number 2. She gets in and she turns the 75 car Casey Hoyt around. Jessica Shelton gets into it. Oh yeah, Jess was in it as well too. She had the hood buckle on number 94 car. 17 car of Mitchell Hodak was also involved. So a 6-car crash just happened there. Caleb Fogler just off pit road, and whoa, just gets by the 7 car of Alexander Rowe, and Fogelman and Hoyt able to get back underway here, but the damage obviously extensive on the number 33 and 75 cars. So Dylan Young is your leader here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Under caution for the first time here today, and Seth Cole out of the race already with a camshaft failure. Seth had a terrific qualifying and started his race in 3rd position, but problems nailed the number 11 Lowe's team first in the first part of this race here. But anyway, Dylan Young is your leader on lap number 15. We'll be back for the restart right after this. Pace car on the pit road here. Caleb Fogler down the low side of the racetrack here, looking to see if he can get one of his 2 laps back from Dylan Young, as Fogler right now sitting right now in 41st position, and Dylan gets a terrific start on the 24 car. So he says, "No way you're gonna go," and says, "No way you're gonna get a lap back on my shift there, Dylan." And has Fogler between himself and second place car Keith Batson. 3 wide racing there. Deaver bounces off the Cropley's car. In the turn 3 right there. Chevy's on the low and middle side here. Pontiac on the high side, and throw a Ford in the mix right there with Alex Miller in car number 15 and the one of Trent Dunham. The 40 and the 1 car side by side right there. Now you got the 30 car here. Zachary Fitzwater up in the middle right there between Carson Gum and Sean Galligan. Through turns 1 and 2 they come here, and Galligan's going to get off the wall right there and finds himself up in front of Nathan Hudson in the 6 car, and Joshua Osborne gets by both the 40 and the 6 in one fell swoop and brings Sarah Eisner with him. And Kyler Sestre now getting himself in the mix as well too in the number 12 machine. Boy, some short track racing at its best at North Wilkesboro Speedway. As you jump on board now with Nathan Hudson on the roof cam of the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. And you can see Hudson's got the best seat in the house right now, watching some great racing. And there's where our third in-car camera is at right now, inside the car of Quentin Moore. The Citgo Ford, and Quentin right now running in 38th position. Quentin usually runs pretty good at North Wilkesboro, usually, but something apparently has gone wrong on the Citgo Ford a little earlier on in the event right there, and the car looks pretty clean. So I'm guessing maybe an unscheduled stop for Quentin Moore. Cole Deaver up to second position in the Dale Earnhardt colors, as Dylan Young gets by Jessica Shelton, puts her a lap down. There's Sans Hood on the number 94 McDonald's Batman Forever Ford. Jessica has won here before, but been quite a while. But, you know, she's off to a rugged start to the season so far. But with the one thing you can always count on with Jessica Shelton, she'll make quite a bit of noise in the first part and throughout this portion of the season. So don't throw the towel on don't throw in the towel on her yet to make a run at it in the points of it. It may be rough right now for the number 94 team. but she'll make a run for it for sure as the season goes on. But Dylan Young right now holds a very substantial advantage right now. 1.1 seconds between him and Cole Deaver. And the advantage growing now just a little bit right there. 1.17. Take a look at the field summary as they run it down right there. Deaver now finally gets by Shelton. Deaver's in second position behind Dylan Young, the leader. Third is Nathan Orman. Caleb Bogler's the fifth car in line, but he is 2 laps down in 40th position right now. Fourth position belonging to Alex Miller in the 15. Fifth position is Trent Dunham. Carson Gunn right now in 6th position. Colin Cropley in 7th. Keith Batson 8th. Daniel Voiles in 9th. And Joshua Osborne currently in 10th position. In the number 8 car, there is Joshua. Zachary Fitzwater running in 11th position in the Pennzoil Pontiac. 12th is Dylan Poteet. 13th, Eric Monaco. Kyler Sustre running in 14th position. He just took the spot away from Max Anderson. He and Cat Madsen side by side for 15th spot. Cat has it right now. Anderson running 16th. Sean Galligan's been dropped down to 17th position. 18th is Matt McIntyre. 19th, Salmon Oscon. 3 wide for 20th. As the 77 car of Lara Chung goes low side on James Henry. And they both get past Nathan Hudson. Sarah Eisner dropping back as well, too. In the mix as well, too, the man who dazzled them all at Bristol, Tennessee, winning the event. That's Eric Sadler. The number 23, Smokin' Joe's Ford. Eric, one of the candidates for... Well, actually, I was getting ready to say candidates for Rookie of the Year, but he was a rookie last season. Did not have a very good rookie season, though, but here he is in his sophomore year and is exceeding anything he did in season 38 and season 37. He right now sitting 22nd in the field right now. 23rd is Nathan Hudson. 24th, James Henry. Bill Parker, 25th. 26th right now is Connor Breton. 27th is Michael Turner. 28th is Rafael Duke. Or about to lose 28th now to Kyle Matthews in car 42. Matthews has 28th there. LeDuc, 29th. 30th is Christian Bracken. 31st is Hiccup Bush. 32nd is Manuel Hartnett. 33rd, Jeff Leinbach. 34th is Alexander Rowe. 35th is Mitchell Hodak. 36th is Reggie Fogelman. 37th right now is Ali Liara. Quentin Moore, currently 38th at the moment. And we're back to Dylan Young, the leader of the event. As this race is actually flying by really, really quick. There, we're past halfway through this show right now. We're on lap number 39. We have now 20 laps from the finish. 21 laps from the finish, I should say, right now here as the 33 car of Reggie Fogelman will not get out of Dylan Young's way. And here comes Cole Deaver in car number 3, trying to see if he can get ditch Ali Liara pretty quick right now in the number 16 car. There is Deaver in the 3 car. He gets by Liara. Now can he get by Fogelman? And Deaver better not blink quickly, because here comes the 18 car for the 3rd place car of Nathan Ormond. And here comes Deaver. He gets past both the lap cars now. Now has his sights set on Dylan Young. Let's see what the interval is between the front 2 cars. Dylan goes by. Here goes Deaver. 62 hundredths of a second between the Miller Genuine Draft Ford and the GM Goodwrench number 3. Check it again this time by. Quentin Moore just up ahead. And the interval stays the same, 63 hundredths of a second now. Dylan gained a 100th of a second. Check it one more time here as we're coming down for 17 laps from the finish. Deaver got a good run that time, 59 hundredths of a second now. He closed up 4 hundredths of a second. Ford in first, Chevy's second and third, and you got a Ford in fourth and a Ford in fifth. Trent Dunham. There he is right there, the number 1 car. Up to fourth position, the Skull Classic Ford, excuse me. And you got the Health Source Ford, car number 19 of Carson Gum, running in fifth position right now. Carson won at Sonoma the last season. Daniel Voiles has moved his way back up to the field. In car 26, he's up to the 6th position. Colin Cropley and Joshua Osborne side by side for position. And you're riding on board with Daniel Voiles up to 6th position right now. Up ahead, Carson Gum in 5th. And there is the 25 and the 8 cars going at it here. Ford on the low side, Chevy on the high side. Dylan Poteet has peaked his way in the top 10 now in the 22 cars, up to 9th position. Keith Batson running in 10th place. And there is Deaver. He's about all but caught Dylan Young now. Here to come off turn number 4. Nathan Orman having a hard time shaking off the 24 car of Caleb Vogler. Vogler 2 laps down right now in 39th position. He has just gotten past Jessica Shelton on the order. Casey Hoyt now in the race with a header problem. That is, header problem right there, part of the engine. And the yellow flag is out with now 11 laps to go. This changes everything now, and it's Michael Turner in car number 10, who apparently has spun. We'll see if he was the cause of the yellow flag or not. No, he was not there. Ali Liara tried to squeeze James Henry in the wall. And just takes Sarah Eisner and Michael Turner with her. And Christian Bracken gets in the wall in the 87 car as well, too. Eisner was running 24th and Turner was running 26th. All this happened. Actually, what? Look at Christian. Whoa! And Ali Liara just about got a taste of her own medicine by almost getting stuffed in the wall by Raphael Leduc. And those two just about spun right there. No, let's take a look at Christian Bracken. Well, I thought he pulled a. I thought for a second he might have pulled a Chastain move. I'm not sure, but Bracken right now sits in 30th position right now in the 87 Burger King Chevrolet. Sarah Eisner had a lot of damage to that number 41 car. She was running very good first of the event right there. She was running, got up as far as about 10th position. She sits right now in 34th position in the field. There is Turner. Damage to number 10, Tide Ford. Lights are off on the pace car. We will get a restart with 6 laps remaining here in the first Union 400. Second caution flag of the day flying, and can Dylan Young, who has led every lap so far, can he pull them all off? Cole Deaver may have something to say about that. Nathan Orman in third. Again, Caleb Vogler, the 4th car in line, is 2 laps down. Trent Dunham is actually your 4th place car with 5th position right now. Carson Gum. Green flag out once again, back underway, and here comes Ormond. Trying to get to the low side of Cole Deaver for the number 2 spot, I should say now. And Deaver's trying to close up. Here he comes to the low side. Nothing doing now. 5 to go. Voiles and Poteet side by side as for the 8th position. Poteet has it for the time being. Now here comes Trent Dunham trying to go take Caleb Fogler to the low side right there, and Dunham tries to get by here. Fogler off the wall he goes, and Dunham gets past him. But the battle is up front now with 2 laps to go. Dylan Young trying to hold him off here for another 1.2 miles around this racetrack here. And he has got now the white flag this time by Dylan Young, who went all of season 37 winless, has not won since I believe season 36. Was the last time he ever won a race in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. And the yellow flag has also flown along with the white flag, so that means Dylan Young, barring any problems, is going to be your winner of the First Union 400, looks like. Let's take a look at what happened to cause the yellow flag to fly on there, coming to the white flag of the race here. So the 3rd caution flag flying on the final lap of the race here, and there's the checkered flag. Dylan Young wins the First Union 400 at North Wilkesboro Speedway. There's the checkered flag. Cole Deaver comes home 2nd. 3rd to Nathan Orman. 4th to Trent Dunham. And 5th to Carson Gum. 6th goes to Joshua Osborne. 7th goes to Keith Batson. 8th to Dylan Poteet. 9th to Alex Miller. And 10th position, 10th position goes to Daniel Voiles. We'll take a look as to what happened to cause the yellow flag to fly for the 3rd and final time, coming to the white flag. Unreal. Well, in its usual calamity corner is turn 2 at North Wilkesboro, and this time it was the 33 of Reggie Vogelman and the 31 of Raphael Leduc who brought out the last caution of the day. Leduc gets stuffed in the wall by Fogelman. There, Fogelman gets hit there by Christian Bracken, and then Fogelman comes back, hits Michael Turner and the 17 car of Mitchell Hodak. Fogelman, who had already had a couple of involved in a couple of altercations earlier today, was running 36 when it all happened there. There is Turner getting his car back going again, only to die right into the wall. Congratulations, Michael. You just took yourself right out of the race. Real time. That's one way to take yourself right out of the race. So while that was going on, Dylan Young goes on to win here today at North Wilkesboro Speedway. 7 races are in the books here. As there's the footage again right there up in the top right of your screen. Average speed, 93.536 miles an hour here, and we gave you the top 10 already. 11th place goes to Kyler Sustre, another solid run for him, and the number 12 machine. Cat Batson comes home actually, Kyler Sustre comes home in 11th. Cat Batson comes home in 12th. Colin Cropley, 13th. 14th goes to Matt McIntyre. 15th goes to Nathan Hudson. Max Anderson, 16th. Eric Monaco, 17th. 18th goes to Laura Chung. Salmon Oscon, 19th. 20th goes to Zachary Fitzwater, the defending champion of the event. 16 cars finished, by the way, on the lead laps. I don't know where all the lap down cars came from right there. Eric Sadler coming off of that big victory at Bristol. He ends up finishing 21st. 22nd goes to James Henry. 23rd, Phil Parker. 24th to Connor Breton. 25th to Kyle Matthews. Sean Galligan, after starting outside pole, ends up finishing 26th. Jeff Leinbach and Emmanuel Hartnett to the top 28. Then 29th on down, Raphael Leduc, 29th. 30th goes to Hiccup Bush. 31st to Alexander Rowe. 32nd, Sarah Eisner. 33rd to Christian Bracken. 34th, Mitchell Hodak. 35th, Michael Turner. 36th, Quentin Moore. 37th goes to Ali Liara. Caleb Fogler, 38th. Reggie Vogelman, 39th. Jessica Shelton, not a good day for her, ends up finishing 40th. 41st to Casey Hoyt. And Seth Cole ends up finishing last in 42nd. So that's your that's the story for North Wilkesboro Speedway here in the first Union 400. Congratulations once again to Dylan Young, the winner of the event. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports Gaming Channel. We got everything on the channel. We got inner races. We got gaming videos. We got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires to have for a channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Be sure to check out the two main series on the channel: the Duracell Next Gen Cup series and the Duracell Ultralight series. Both run by the head honcho himself, Seth Cole. And if you want in on future seasons of the Duracell Next Gen Cup series and the Duracell Ultralight series, be sure to get with Seth and he will get you going on that. And also be sure to check out our other channels from the NNSCRA community as well. So that will do it here today at North Wilkesboro Speedway here. And congratulations here. And for now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA offline and online racing at its best. We'll see you at Martinsville Speedway for the STP 500.